Hey guys, what's going on? I'm in here at my desk doing some desky work right now, and I pulled out this giant stack of index cards, and so I figured, dang, I need to show the guys this. Why haven't I talked about this? Um, so, for hey, what's going on, Lindsay? So for any of you guys that have read, hey Matt, for any of you guys that have read How to Sell Anything to Anybody by Joe Girard, it's an awesome book, and it's mandatory reading pretty much for anybody looking to build a successful business. Hey Colin, what's going on, man? And so that's why we ship it out free with all of our Academy members. But anyways, so if you've read that book, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about here. But he speaks in there about keeping a list of all of the people he sold cars to, or that have come in and got quotes with him, or ever had a meeting with them. And he puts on those cards absolutely as much information as he can about them, right? So the kind of vehicle they bought, the vehicles they looked at, what their favorite colors were, if they were married, how many kids they had, what sports their kids played, where they lived at, where they went to school, just as much information as he could gather from these people during their interactions, and he would lock them away in a file cabinet in his desk, right? So this is like years ago. Obviously, we have computers and software and stuff now, so you don't literally have to have a file cabinet of information. But the reason he was doing that was he would file them away in the month that he saw them in, right? And so 2 months later, 3 months later, whatever his interval was for following up with them, he would go back to that month, pull them out, call them, send them a letter in the mail, whatever it was, to stay in front of his list, right? Kind of like what we would do now, sending out emails, text reminders, phone calls, postcards, whatever we're doing, right? So he would do that. But when I read that book, I thought, man, that's freaking amazing. That's an amazing idea. So I literally will get on the phone every time I'm talking with prospects, and I will put their info down on index cards, and then I will eventually transfer them into Excel and put them into the CRMs that I use and stuff like that. But I literally, this is from a couple months or so, but I have this just fat stack of all these index cards, right? And let me see if I can grab one. I don't want to give away anybody's personal information on here. See if I can find one that doesn't have a person's phone number on it or something. Here, I'll cover this one up. Anyways, so here's, like, you can see I took some basic information from them. 35-foot travel trailer, the exact packages they were looking for, all of the specs on it, why they were wanting these things done, what was going on, how often they currently had it detailed, that sort of thing. And I will keep these index cards, like, I have them just piled away in the desk. But the thing I want to share was, if you'll do that, right, you'll get into the habit of, when you're on the phone speaking with these people, of nailing down as much information as you can about them. And it'll be funny, some of the things they'll mention in passing that you wouldn't have even caught otherwise, right? Where they'll say, oh yeah, well, we had it done last year for my wife's and mine's anniversary, back in June. Boom. So now you know that their anniversary's in June. Knock it down on the card and have it. And then when you punch them into the Excel sheet or wherever you're keeping your customers' data at, you'll have that info, right? And so then June comes around, they get this letter in the mail from your company, and it's saying, oh, hey, just want to let you know, happy anniversary. If you're planning a trip again, I'd love to detail your RV for you before you go out of town, right? So that's really what I wanted to share with you, is you can take this literal thing. I mean, you could use a notepad or whatever. I just like having the index cards because I have a nostalgia with Joe Girard for teaching it to me. But just kind of do that. Maybe have it on your desk or wherever you are when you're taking phone calls. I'm mobile a lot of times, so I'll keep these and notepads in my truck. And whenever I get on the phone call, I'll run to the truck and I'll get them and I'll write some stuff down. But the whole point is, even the people that don't buy from you, right? When you've got them on the phone, you're asking them these questions, you're learning from them, you can be punching that all in here, right? So like, let's say they decide not to buy from you, but you learned that their kid's birthday was in November or something. And then they get this text message from you saying, hey, just wanted to tell you, I hope Catherine has an awesome birthday. If you guys are looking to take the family out, I'd like to give you blah 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 blah, you know, $100 off, or you know, whatever it is. I'll buy you guys a steak dinner at the blah blah blah, right? So now you have an excuse, an awesome reason to get back in front of them, right? So you know, we talk a lot about building the list, creating the value with the list, staying in front of these prospects, and keeping them coming around. So imagine that, you know, somebody you had a phone call with who didn't even buy from you, months down the road, they get this unexpected text from a detailer, right? You know, saying, hey, I hope Catherine has a happy birthday, or whatever it is. So I wanted to share that with you guys. That's just an awesome, cool little strategy I use. And obviously, to make it more efficient than filing it away in a cabinet, you can put all this stuff into Excel files or whatever CRM you're using. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. So just gather that information, man. And you know, obviously, you know, the year, make, and model of their cars, how often they have a detail, all that kind of stuff. But whatever like cool nitpicky things they don't expect you to even care about, nail that down on there too. So you can send them out little reminders like that and stay in front of your list and just wow people. So I'll get off here. I won't hold you guys forever, but I just wanted to share that with you while it was top of mind. And if you have any other cool ideas that you could think of to use a strategy like that, just drop it in the comments and share it with everybody. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Till next time. Bye.